Connected conversations, practical strategies for thriving in a connected world. In today's world, businesses are told to compete, to win, to outmaneuver the rest. But the future doesn't belong to those who fight alone. It belongs to those who connect. At Connected Conversations, we cut through the noise to give you real strategies for building partnerships that drive growth. We bring you unfiltered conversations with leaders who have turned competition into collaboration, silos into synergy, and ideas into impact. Whether you're leading a company, scaling a business, or rethinking strategy, this podcast delivers the insights you need to stay ahead. Welcome to Connected Conversations, where strategy meets connection and success is built together.
Connected Conversations, episode 4. We are here again with the usual suspects, I might say. It's me, Judith and Sukie Kang, and one other person. Karnoe. Karnoe, can you quickly introduce yourself?
Yes, I can. Karnoe Dorenbos. I am an ASPC. I will explain maybe later a little bit more about that role. And I am also an AI native trainer. And I do a lot of projects. At the moment, I'm working for the Ministry of Defense. And I will maybe give some stories about, how to adopt AI at the Ministry of Defense.
The things you can share, that is, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like this. Okay. We don't.
But this is okay.
And you gave it away a bit when you said you also do the AI native training from Scaled Agile. And from Connected Movements, we have several trainings that we offer. And especially on the AI side, things are moving fast. So that is also the topic of today. AI training. Where do you start in that huge online world? The physical training, you can choose to go on training every day, but where do you start and what is a good tip to get your learning up to speed? And it's also about learning goals. We're at the start of the year. So it's a nice topic to start about, hey, what are my goals for this year? So that's the topic for today. Sukie, how have you been?
Been very well, thank you. A nice break and looking forward to the year ahead. Also looking at picking up some new skills this year. I'm actually particularly interested in a lot of the AI side, I'm sure like everyone else. So really interested in finding out more about these courses today as well from Karnoe.
Nice. And you are officially an SPCT from Scaled Agile. Then Karnoe, you said ASPC. I'm also that. Can we, for the listeners who are like, what are those letters and abbreviations? What is it? Who wants to start, Karnoe or Sukie?
I could start off. So SPCTs, we are transformation professionals who have reached the highest level of certification or experience with Scaled Agile. There is there's less than 200 of us worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And we're the ones who can also run the implementing safe courses in order to create brand new SPCs. So you have to be an SPCT in order to deliver the implementing safe course.
I see, I'm very visual. I saw that like a production line and you hatch new SPCs. Okay, yeah, go on, never mind. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So in order to become an SPCT, one has to demonstrate lots of experience when it comes to, transformation-related activity, competence, and high feedback scores when it comes to training, and a few other things. It's normally like a 2-year program to get to being an SPCT. But yes, and we also have Karnoe, who is an ASPC.
Right.
Yeah, and Judith also,
yeah,
no?
Correct.
Yeah. And at the SPCT, I think that's the highest level we can get at SAFE. For people who don't know SAFE, it's a kind of framework and mindset how to help organization from teams try to work agile to more organization-wide. I used to be an SPC, trained by an SPCT, Sukie. Years ago, and last year they introduced a new advanced SPC, And that's more, you get some more experience to support organizations in their safe transformations. And what I really love, the part that's also now extended for the advanced SPC certification, is that they also have a big AI part competence in it. And I think that's really really added value, because safe is about, delivering value faster. AI, of course, is a really big enabler for it.
Yeah, I agree. The ASPC for me this year got the next level of transformation skills. It's like, all right, you have the book, and then you have reality. And how do you handle things that go sometimes according to plan, most of the times not according to plan? And so really the next level skills that you need to show and handle, and also take leadership along in how do you handle it? How can you make it even more transparent in your canvas? And it was really nice to do those extra days of training to get to the ASPC level. And for me, typically for the AI part of Scaled Agile, for me, it says something. It's part of the baseline. Everybody needs to have the basic AI skills. You cannot escape it, and you see it everywhere. So the AI literacy part, it's if you are an employee in no matter what field or what role or function, you have to have that skill level. You don't have to be a techie or a programmer, developer, and actually build everything, but you have to know, because with AI tools, you can do a lot more than you think. Right now you think, yeah, that's not for me, but you can do a lot more because it's made so easy. But you have to have that skill in your toolbox, in your backpack, no matter where you work. And I think if you look at the Scaled Agile platform, but also all other platforms are offering this, says to me that in 2025, it really is like, it's normal. It is part of the baseline. So how do you see that, Karnoe?
I like the word normal, Judith. I really love this one, because the world will change from normal to the next level normal all the time. What I really like with the AI native way of thinking, it's AI native, digital native, and now from digital native, people were born and only know the digital world. Now people get born and they only know, AI is there. What we see also with SAFE, it's really good to understand AI, but AI is so huge. So how to navigate in that difficult world? I have some newsletters. I think I get maybe more than 100 new tools every day.
Yeah.
And that's only the small knowledge, I have. There's a lot more. So how do you navigate in this world? The change. What I think now, I think I'm pretty, AI native, but in 3 months, it's already legacy. So you have to really change yourself all the time to to adapt in that rapidly changing world with AI. And I really like it a lot, but I also totally understand that people are afraid of it. They don't know what to do. They are investing a lot of money in it, and suddenly it's gone. So let's see how we can support organizations, the people, to be more in control in this new era.
Yeah. So the new normal, rapidly advancing. That's nice, because in change management, you say you have a current state, you have a future state, and then you have the transition phase. But that's basically every day, or every hour now.
And that's a mindset.
And that's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
That you're like, we're always in transition, and I'm okay with this. Sometimes very uncomfortable feeling that you're like, oh, caught me by surprise, or it's new, I don't know yet. So again, mindsets. You said AI native, but I think it's good to emphasize what we mean with AI native, Scaled Agile, because there's something new coming from Connected Movement in 2026. Can you explain, Karnoe? Because it's nice.
Absolutely. What I really like is what we, for years, Connected Movement has really experienced in giving safe training, helping people to get to the next level, supporting organizations, in their safe transformations. And I think connected movement is really one of the bigger players in not only the Netherlands, but also in other countries. But what we also see, and you said it before, Judith, a part of what's happening in the world is the AI. So SAFE is adopting the AI, and connected movement also saw the opportunity. So SAFE it's there, and it will stay there. But there is a next level coming to us, and that is the AI native. So what we are doing in 2026, and I think I'm really proud of it. I think Connected Movement together, we are really proud that we can offer new trainings. For the moment, we have 2 new trainings. The AI native foundation course. That's for all professionals who really like to understand how to navigate in a world, with AI, but navigate also in mind all the time. It's about value, because I played a lot with AI, no business value at all. So how do you transform that? You are playing around, experiment, but you see it also in your outcomes. You really see, that you are give a more quality to your customers. So it's really important to align that part. That's the foundation part.
So you said there's 2 courses then. There's the AI native foundations, and then there's the AI native change agent. Is that it?
Yeah, the change agent is first one. The foundation is more the audience. So it's everybody who's interested to enable AI in the organization. The change agent is more like, how do I support my organization in the difficult transformation towards more AI enablement.
Nice.
Is any knowledge required for the foundation course? Like, for example, any prerequisites? Does somebody need to be technical, or what's your opinion on that?
Oh, good question, Sukie. Really, I like this one. No, not at all. It's not about technology. AI is not about technology. There's, of course, a lot of technology under the surface. We talk about a lot of LLMs. We talk about AI ops, machine learning. A lot of, a bluff your way into AI kind of buzzwords. It's not about that. It's really understanding what's the business value of AI. So if you're a product manager, if you are a C-level, but also if you are a consultant, a developer, product owner, it doesn't matter. The foundation is really in your role, to support you, to really see what AI can do for you as a kind of a partner, an extra, colleague you're getting in your system. And that way of thinking is totally different than there's an AI tool. Wow, that's great. Let's optimize our workflow. And now we have a better workflow.
No, that's the classic
who cares?
that we have the current state. We go into a transition with a new system. Everybody gets one training and a work instruction, and there you go. Yeah, that's totally different. Yeah.
And everybody's really happy. We did it.
Yeah. And then tomorrow
what do we
comes.
see? What is changed?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, and that's what I like, we have a kind of, we call it the edge imperative. It stands for exponential, because with, for example, SAFE, with agile way of working, we see the world is going like exponential. With AI, it's even more extreme. I don't know. Maybe you call it exponential. I don't know.
Hyper,
the
I don't
right
know.
word for it.
On steroids.
Yeah, but it is on steroids. It's because it's really make a picture of how the landscape is now. Make a picture at 3 months. And see the difference in the AI landscape. And look 5 years back. Wow, you cannot compare it. And that's not a problem, but you only have to understand it, how to act on it. Because if you don't do it, your competitors will do it.
Yeah.
So
It's not.
if you're lucky you don't have competitors, it's not important. But if you are in a market where you have competitors, they will do it. So how can you navigate in this area? In this
I like it that you really emphasize the people and the process side, the mindset, the way of working, the new normal in that way of working. And it's not just technology, because you get the newsletters, the news updates, only technology driven. And then it's really hard to filter out, like, is this important now for me? Is it proven? How does it scale or not? So it's taking a step back and sort of protecting you from all that technology violence and saying, hey, how can you actually absorb all this and give you a bit of a breather and give you the skills to handle that. So I think that's a really nice nuance.
I like what you're saying, Judith. What we also do in the courses is the hype versus reality. So if we do something, it's you build on something, it's important that's reality. So what is mature enough you can build on. Because all the nice ideas, they're really great. But will they deliver, sustainable business value? And that's what we learn in the course, how to navigate in this landscape. Be inspired, but make sure that your strategy is built on something you really can implement and it's sustainable.
Just on that point, there's a lot of AI courses out there already, tons of them. So I guess really specifically, how are these courses different then to, all the other AI courses out there?
Yeah, I analyzed a lot of the AI courses, and maybe that's 0.1% of all the courses because they're so bad. But I also looked at the MIT, the leadership transformation programs, and I analyzed their what they are teaching you, and what I really like about this AI native, where it's really about. That's what we are doing in these courses. So you can do a 10 months program, MIT, all the big universities, but you can also follow these courses, and then you're connected to other people. And with that network together, you keep on learning. And that's what I really, where the difference is. It's not about learning a tool, but all the time navigating. You're one level above it. So let's see how we can have AI as a partner and not making building a kind of a POC graveyard. Yeah. And that I really love it. We use it in the course because there's so many initiatives, and a lot of those courses, they're building an initiative. But can you scale it? And for example, an example where we are looking at now also at the Ministry of Defense, it's, for example, if you have an LLM, that's great. LLM, no problem at all. Wow, it only costs, a few cents per token. No problem at all. And now we scale. Wait, a few millions per month. Wow, we have a nice initiative, but if you scale it, we cannot afford it. So there's a lot of elements in it, the governance, the risk, and all those elements you have to take into account if you're moving towards an AI-enabled organization. In the course, we will get a view of the whole landscape. In the foundation course, it's high level. In the change agent course, we have a more deep dive. And the trouble there, for some people who try to follow the change agent course, it's really hard working. It's not laying back. You're really, active. But there, you have to understand risk. You have to understand governance. And you have to understand operations. You have to understand your organization. So if you don't understand the whole landscape, the 3 days is really tough. You can do it, but I see that a lot of people learn there, wow, I have to know a lot more before I can really be the change agent that my organization needs.
So it combines a lot. It's about transformation skills, scaling, understanding organization processes, people, and add the whole wave of new technology and exponential hyper-speed steroids kind of thinking.
Of steroids.
So it's interesting. Yeah. So the question also for in the room is, so we all work for Connected Movement. I'm a partner with i4AI. We also offer AI training. Scaled Agile is a big player in the market. But also, I don't know, we have Deloitte, Capgemini. We have a lot of consultancy agencies. I'm not naming them all. And they all offer AI training. Sometimes it feels like a competition. But for Connected, it's different because I like this a lot. So Scaled Agile gives the baseline, gives the new normal, gives the toolkit. It also gives a bit of a standardization, right? Everybody speaks the same language. And next to that, it's nice that we offer the custom-made programs from i4AI. If you're not into the Scaled Agile world yet, it's totally different from SAFe. So it's not that if you do the AI native, you are in Scaled Agile and SAFe. It's not one-on-one. But I can understand that people are like, huh, Skilled Agile is from SAFe, right? Oh, they also have AI native. So it's nice that we offer custom-made in-company programs next to the standardized classes that Skilled Agile brings. I think we're going to experiment because it's all aligned. We all look at all the trainings online from the big parties, the MIT ones. It's all great stuff. And I think for people are like, yeah, but do I have to go to a classroom? Maybe not. If you're very proactive and you're very online savvy, of course, and you're disciplined, you can learn online. There are great things you can do online. But for most people, it's about the reinforcement in learning. I really need to make that space and time for myself to do that learning. So it's better to actually block that time and go into a class where everybody is new and everybody has questions and you have a person you can talk to. Of course, you have AI coaches, but it's also nice for your own inner work. Like, oh, I have a question, I'm afraid to ask it. And how do I do it? We're there for you. So the classical learning still adds value. So my recommendation for learning is go online, go see, write down all your questions. And if you really want to get the baseline, the certification up in order, come to Connected Movement. You can either do a connected custom-made program in company. We have the AI change management. We have the AI foundations. But coming to 2026, we also have that Skilled Agile portfolio on AI native. And it actually adds the value for your learning. And I noticed that for myself, if I want to learn something new, I need some space to try it out myself. So actually, like you say, play around. I need to do it because then I see it and feel it. And then I have a lot of questions or frustrations, mind you not. But then it helps me to get to that community and say, okay, so this is how far I got and what I see. How is that for you? And actually be able to ask the questions and spar around that brings me to the next level. So, yeah.
What a really great what you're saying. For example, one example, but that was so nice in the foundation course. So the moment we were in the kind of mindset of the transformational way of thinking. And for a lot of people, it was so different. Wow, if you were in the transformational way of thinking, instead of the more, efficient way of thinking. And we are really hands-on doing some stuff on it. And that epiphany is, like you said, if you're together in a class, online, it's a lot more difficult to get that epiphany moment.
Yeah, we're still people. So that's the thing. I mean, all the AI and technology, you're like, apparently everything can be automated. Well, no, we are not replaceable as human beings. So actually the energy that you get from learning together is you can never automate that. I'm sorry, AI, but you're not going to replace me in that sense. No. Hey, Sukie, I was telling about learning goals and how I learn. How's that for you?
I also do prefer learning in an interactive environment for people and learning from other people. I think it is a different experience online. I mean, obviously, the experience is still great. It's just relative to each other. I know which one I prefer. And I think there's a lot to be said for those water cooler chats, those coffee breaks, and you're kind of hearing about each other's context. And because everyone's, in a different environment, right? And that also determines the choices we make. I just had one practical question for Karnoe as well, which was the duration of the courses. I mean, how long, you mentioned there's 2 courses. How long do they go on for?
Really great question. Why? The foundation course is 2 days. The change agent course is 3 days. But it is really, really hard working. It's of course we have breaks, but we don't slow down. And it's not about, putting a lot of slides, on you. It's
waiting
really
for that joke. But okay, thank you.
No, absolutely not. It's really like hands-on, have the right conversations, learn, move to the next step. And it's so nice. And at the end of the course, you have also your change story, your transformational story you can share. So, but it's not only the transformational story, in normal words. No, you also created your own video with AI. So it's all supported with AI. And also that moment that people, wow, from nothing, suddenly they can have really a great story for their audience, for example, for leadership. And also built a really nice kind of a video for it. Yeah, that's something like, wow, this was really worth it. It's not only for the people in the training, also for me. It was so rewarding to have that feeling that suddenly, wow, I did this. And so it's hard work. 2 and 3 days, but it's really be sleep enough. Make sure that you have a lot of energy.
Drink,
because,
hydrate.
You have to work hard.
Drink water.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And for the custom-made programs, Sukie, we have one-day programs, but what we usually see that we cut it up in workshops. So in company, half days or days, and we build on that program in several weeks or months. Because that's where they are. And you have to, with AI, it's about doing. What Karnoe says, it's not just looking at slides and looking at a tutorial video and you're there.
Yeah.
You really hands-on. That's the way you learn with AI. And it's a different way of learning.
And it's also about solving business problems. We have to be absolutely clear on what's the problem we're trying to solve. What are the business challenges that we can help address with AI? We can't just, as we said at the start, you can't just add AI to what you're doing and expect miracles. We do need to look at the way we are working, our operating model within the organization. The people and the process side, it's not just about the technology.
Exactly.
What we see also with AI, for example, with SAFE, we have a 3 months rhythm. With AI native, we try to get a 3 months rhythm to a week's rhythm, even days rhythm. And that's really a really big transformation for organizations. The other way. So that's what I really like. Organizations who have some experience with the agile way of working. That's great. We just speed it up together. The business value. It's all about the business value.
The speeding up of agility, because I was at a big insurance company and they say, we're looking at hyper-agility right now because it is the same mindset and we have a rhythm, but it's like, it's speeding up. So hyper-agility was the term they used. And I thought it was a nice one because it actually, I felt it. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
That also implies, however, that perhaps they've already looked at the pipeline. They've removed a lot of waste from their pipeline. Maybe some of the manual reviews have gone. Some of the all those sign-offs and various other things that used to occur. I would imagine, the pipeline has a lot of test automation. It's not manual, So there's a lot of things that need to be in place for us to actually run these quick experiments. If you have a very inefficient pipeline, adding AI, it's not really going to help you so much.
The thing is, and that's what I really like with the course, they look at the quick wins. You have a lot of value already in your organization. For example, you can use ChatGPT or you have something local tooling that has AI. People don't use it. So you can focus on what do we have already in-house, what can be used tomorrow. And at the same time, the longer term, like I said, the pipeline, you want to improve that part, also work on that part. It will help each other, to be more exponential, but also look at the quick wins that directly can give you some business value. An easy one is also like your strategy, validate your strategy. You have a lot of numbers in your house, put them all together. AI will help you. Excel, if you have Copilot, some companies already have Copilot. They use maybe, 1,000 of what you can do with it. So we can directly have value out of using what you already have in-house.
Yeah. And I also know from looking at the courses that there's quite a bit of discussion around the privacy side of things as well, and putting company data into these models and, some of the implications of that. So it is quite holistic in terms of, AI use within organizations.
You're touching about, so we have areas where you can improve with AI. And I always say you have the personal productivity. There are a lot of quick wins there, as Karnoe mentioned. Then you have your products and services that you can improve. And that means scaling and putting it in production. Takes a bit longer, because you see all those 90% of pilots fail, no matter if that number is correct, but you feel like we're doing a lot of experiments, but can it scale? And then you have the third area of improvement with AI is actually getting new revenue streams. Business model, revenue streams, new products altogether. And it's a different time horizon to develop it. And what I like about it is you see also different companies. So can I just ask a relevant question there about that scaling company wide? You have to look at the type of organization that you are. And then you said, I am currently at the Ministry of Defense, and I know you cannot share a lot, but I like it that they said we're also doing AI. And that's a different mindset because you're in a very different kind of organization. Can you share just a little bit how they look at AI right now?
Yeah, and it's not the Ministry of Defense. It's you can look at it at a few thousand companies together are the Ministry of Defense. So also the what you see is, for example, with safe implementation, it's all about stakeholder engagement, how work different departments working together, and so on. We have local LLMs because of the privacy. But there's also, it's nice to have a local LLM, but if all people who are working there use the LLM at the same time, it will crash. So we have to scale up. So there are a lot of challenges. And what I try to do, or what we try to do, is more look at the business value. Where do we see the biggest business value? And then, so we can use the capacity for this. And then we look further. So it's also navigating in the right prioritization, because AI, it's not about AI. It's of course about the business value you want to do. And if I can help, it will be high on the priority list. If not, it will not. So you're also fighting for the backlog to get it high on the agenda. But I see everywhere, everybody is motivated to do something with it. But most people ask, but how can we do this? And like you said, with strategy, decision making, a workflow optimization, how can teams work together, analyzing the numbers, all those stuff. We have a look at the moment.
Yeah, and on-prem. Yeah,
absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Sukie, can I ask you, what are your learning goals for this year?
So my learning goals for this year are actually to learn more about the state of the art when it comes to software engineering and hardware engineering with AI, because I think there's been quite a few interesting developments in the world of software engineering, particularly with the use of AI to really rapidly help us prototype. But I think there's some interesting things going on in the hardware world as well. So I'm trying to get myself up to date on what's happening there. And then I have a few personal learning goals just in terms of improving my ability to make a cheesecake, but that's something different.
I'm willing to help be the test panel. I volunteer.
Me too.
Hey, Karnoe, what are your learning goals for this year?
What I learned last year, sometimes I add too many learning goals. I think for the next year, I would say for 2026, I would like to be a lot better AI native transformation lead trainer. So I really want to focus on this one, but that's already really wide. So I still have to find, where within this space where to focus on. But it will be, I will be more AI navy end of the year than in the beginning.
Nice. And any personal goals with her cheesecake? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, the personal, I made a banana cake last week, and it was can improve that one. But I'm a sailor, so I'm always looking for new challenges. I go to England in the summer, and there are a lot of techniques I can improve. How to have more speed, higher on the wind, and so on. So on the sailing part, I have a few learning goals for myself.
Nice.
About yourself, Judith?
Of course, I asked you two first, so I could think about this one. Now, for me, we started with the baselining, right? The new normal. That's Karnoe, I know you, myself, we've been talking about this. We've been experimenting with AI for a couple of years now. So we are self-taught, you go into this field and you learn by doing. But for me, the learning goal this year is to get the certification also in order. So probably AI native enablements for me, and also get maybe Microsoft. I don't know. Let's look at some certifications to back it up. All the learning that I did after the last years. So that's one learning goal. And I was thinking about the personal one, but it's I used to dance like the ballroom dancing, and I gave it up. But somehow it's still in my mind to pick it up again. So I might return to the floor, the ballroom again this year and do some classes in dancing. I really would like it. So, and it's also more active with your body and moving instead of we use our brains the whole day. That would be my goal for this year.
Nice.
Hey, to our listeners,
Good.
I'm very curious to your learning goals. So you can drop us a message at podcast@connected-movement.com. So please send in your learning goals and how we can help you from Connected Movement. And stay in touch because as you hear, we have AI Native coming. We still have our custom training on AI with Eye for AI and Connected Movement together. So there's a lot of development. If you want to scale up your learning, go to our website. Yeah.
And we're also ramping up in terms of we have the Safe and AI Summit coming up in March. Connected Movement are going to be there in numbers. So if you are going to be going to the Safe and AI Summit, do get in touch. It'd be lovely to meet you there. But we'll talk more about that on the next.
Let's do a Safe Summit episode. And it's in Amsterdam,
Nice.
the best place.
Safe and AI Summit.
Yes. You can't escape
Indeed.
it, but it's the new normal. So
Thank you. And thank you to our guest, Karnoe. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Stay connected.